I'm live. Welcome everyone again to today's session. It's raining in Holland. I hear everybody talking about the nice weather on the chat. But we needed it. I'm actually grateful it rains. Holland has been dry for a long time and Holland is not used to that, so we need the rain. I also wanted to mention that today not Bas is filming me, but Louise is. And Louise is Irish, because I don't know, there's not that many Irish out there. I know Jackie is from Bantry, so I was wondering if there's any other Irish. Say hello to Louise. Louise lives in Holland right now, but she is partly Clare and spent a lot of time in Limerick in her life. So just for those of you from Ireland, you're represented here in the studio as well. Louise, come on, show your face. No. She's not doing it. She's not doing it. But and she shouldn't be. She should be in a good distance away from me, which she is. Anyway, lovely people. So today's session will start with movement and then meditation, like we normally do. I just still want to remind you that, of course, you've got good days and then you don't think about it. But on those days that are difficult, whether it's Corona related or not, we all go through difficult days. Just maybe life is a little tougher right now. On those good days, remember you've got a choice. Maybe as a nation, as humanity, we are very much used in difficulty to respond from fear. But there is always the opportunity to respond from love and from presence. And this is so important. And because of this time, it's unprecedented, it's global, it's massive. We're all going through it together. We have this, nobody really knows. So maybe the usual ways of reacting aren't so clear because we're in a situation that we've never been in before. So there's this opportunity to react differently. And this is our opportunity as humanity to react differently. If enough of us are able to stay present to this and to make a decision that no matter what happens, what challenges us, whether it is financially or whether it is a challenge on a physical level or on an emotional level, it doesn't matter. We have a choice to stay loving and to reach back in our heart for the compassion and always react and respond from that place. And I think it's an exciting time because if enough of us are able to do it, maybe we can change this underlying energy that makes most of us respond from fear usually because there's newness in it. There's so much potential and opportunity here. So I hope you can all feel the same. And I know it's hard when you are in a situation that is tough on you. You need to dig deep to find that maybe, but you can do it. And we can all do it and we can help each other. And I'm also making a course at the moment, putting it together, that I'll teach soon live. So I'll invite you and to do that, to really teach you how to get there, to what are the tools that you can use every day and know when to use what tool to be able to take shelter or to take refuge in love and compassion and in presence rather than unconsciously reacting from fear and responding to situations that way. So anyway, that's coming. I'll tell you more about it when I know more about the date I'll go live and do it. But I love being busy with that. So that's what I fill my day with at the moment, is pulling everything together that I know and putting it in this course that I can teach people to help them navigate this difficult situation in life, but also any kind of change or difficulty that you're going to go through in the future, in the near future. So anyway, for now, let's stand up. And the movement I'm going to do is going to be back to being accessible for everyone. I think I got away with myself a little bit yesterday, so I'm sorry if I left some of you behind. But today we're going to make it worthwhile, but still keep it accessible for everyone. Okay, so just take a moment to spread your toes. Have a little bit of a soft bend in your knees. Take a deep breath. And exhale with a bit of a sigh. Remember, this is how we relax our nervous system. Inhale deep. And this is also when we know our nervous system isn't relaxed, when we can't sigh anymore. We've gotten way too tight. So deep breath in. Okay, and then pretend you're coming out of bed. So inhale, extend. This is what you need to do every morning when you step out of bed. First thing before you do your yoga, you just take a moment to you hug the muscles to the bones. It's not just stretching out, it's also hugging in. So it's like a body yawn. So you can just move a little from side to side just to open the body. Okay, and release. Feel already the difference from doing that. And then 3 big shoulder rolls back. And 3 big shoulder rolls forward. Okay. And take a moment to stand still. Another deep breath in, your biggest breath yet. And out breath. Inhale, take your right arm up. Hold the breath, breathe all the way to open the chest and the rib cage. Take your arm all the way up, reach over to the left, take your hip move to the right. Keep the breath hold. And only when you come out, you exhale. Bring the feet a little wider, knees, legs are straight, but the knees are soft. Left arm. Reach long and take the body over to the right as your hip moves out to the left. Hold the breath. Exhale. 2 more each side. Reach long, hold the breath in, take the body over to the left, hold the breath in. Exhale. Coming back. Breathe through the mouth. Really focus on breathing into the ribs, front, back, sides. Reach, hold, and take the body over to the right. One more time each side. Hold the breath over to the left. You can support yourself with your left hand. And exhale. Left side. Floating your energy over to the right. And sinking your energy. Okay. And then bringing your feet a little closer together. For a moment, take another deep full breath, feel. And then we make figures of 8 with the hips, and you go vertically. So it's not, no, that's horizontally. So you go horizontally. So you take your right hip to the front, around, making a loop. I'm having trouble making a figure of 8 myself now. Take your hip to the front, to the back, and then make that same loop on the other side. So you're looping a circle of the 8 on the left and then on the right. Good. Keep your knees bent, and Louise, come on, you do it with me. Good for your hips. At home as well. Just really circles of 8. This is super healthy for the hip joints. You can go a little quicker and you can go nice and slow. And you can make the circles big and you can make them small. I already did it when I was filming a class for EkhartYoga this morning, so my hips are warmed up. But if they're not, you might want to go slower and you may want to make the movements of the 8 a little smaller. And if you can't get the 8 right, don't worry, just move your hips around. This is all about opening the hip joints. The figure is the least important thing. It's just a pointing towards something. Okay, so we've moved from the front to the back. So now stop in the middle. And now we're moving from the back to the front. We start with the left side now. So you go back with the left, circle it around, and then along the midline over to the right, to the back, and to the front. So you're kind of moving the other way now. You first go to the back, and then you move to the front of the circle, to the front of you. Wonderful. And I would actually recommend, if you do this right now and you feel some congestion and some tightness and it doesn't move smooth, then I would love it if after this video ends, you just pick it back up and you do it for longer. And you do it for as long as you need to make it feel smooth and comfortable. Yeah, but for now we're only going to do it not so long because I want to stay within the half an hour. But sometimes I do this on both sides, going to the front and going to the back. I can do this for 15 minutes when my hips are sort of tight because of the way I slept or whatever I did. And it's really helpful and works. Okay, come back to center. Take a deep breath in. And a sigh out. Okay, a little bit more hip work. Let's come onto all fours. And then extend your right leg behind you. Actually, I'll show you with the left. Extend your whatever leg behind you. You can choose. And you just lean back a little. You feel that stretch. And then you kind of push a little bit off that leg. And you slide your leg forward. And you bring your left knee in front of the right knee. And you lean back a bit so your knee comes off the floor, the top knee. And forward again. And extend your leg back. Tuck the toes. And we keep doing that. I'll just move forward on the mat a bit. So push off, sliding the leg, the knee in front, leaning back. Coming back forward, inhale. Bringing it back, exhale. And again. If this feels wrong for the knee, just don't do it. We won't be here very long. So just skip this if it feels not right for the left knee or whatever knee is in front. Okay, one more time to the back, open the calf, left knee next to right knee, and we change sides. So whatever leg you were doing, now do the other side. Extend the leg behind. And as you're exhaling, push off that foot. So you use the momentum to bring that knee around and lean back. Great stretch for the hip. Move forward. Using the momentum to bring that leg back. Stretch behind. And again, push off. Using momentum. Just a few times. And last one. And bring your knee next to the other knee. Come back to standing. You can move yourself through a downward dog for a moment just to stretch out the upper body and the legs some more. And then walking your feet in and come back to standing. Knees bent, press the floor away. Take your arms out and up, all the way up. And exhaling, let the arms drop. And then let's shake out for a moment. So just gently bending and straightening both knees at the same time, quickly. And let that sort of movement come into the whole body. So feel it in your legs, feel it in your hips, feel it in your belly. Shake up your internal organs a bit, the intestines. Again, if you're pregnant, careful with the shaking. You don't want to overshake whatever's growing inside. Leave it alone. Yeah. Or you may want to shake and hold your belly a bit and shake very softly with loving care for the being that's growing inside of you. Okay, and then shake out your hands with it while you keep shaking. Quite strongly. And do this with love for your body. So you're not doing it to get anywhere, to get rid of something. You're just doing it lovingly to get everything to move and shake it all up so it can come back down differently if needed, so it can reorganize itself. This is what we're trying to do. We can reorganize our system to a coherent, organized state. So whatever is stuck inside. So now shake a little bit more intense, shoulders, elbows, shoulders, And then shake out your waist and your hips. So with your elbows, you just really give your bum a good shake and your waist. And here to really relax the belly so you get into your organs. Deep breath in. Oh, I'm losing my yoga pants. Deep breath in. And really shake it out. Okay. And then shake out the right leg quite strongly. The foot, as if you're trying to shake off a boot. And then shake out the left leg quite strongly, as if you're shaking out a boot. And again, shaking everything out, a little freestyle. With a deep breath, and on an out breath, breathing out to the pubic bone, through the belly to really settle the energy. One more deep breath. And shake it all off. The day, any tiredness, so that you can feel good after this session. Right, come to stillness. Feel your energy. Knees a little bent, eyes open. Inhale, take your elbows up. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And exhale, settle your energy from the heart. Bring it down to the lower belly, to the lower dantian. Energy center just above your pubic bone and a little towards the center of the body. Again, elbows up, shoulders relaxed. Floating your energy, exhale, settling it. Sinking. Inhale, elbows. Float. Exhale. Sink. Ground. Palms up, inhale up. Float like shaking out a duvet. Everything's for a moment float and exhale. Feel it settling. Knees bent, sink your energy. Palms up, float. And sink. And relax. And from this stillness, keep that stillness and come to a meditation posture. So remember to sit in your own way. Whether it's on a chair or on a meditation pillow like myself, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're comfortable enough to concentrate and to sit for the next 10 to 15 minutes without too much effort. So come to a position that you feel comfortable. Relax. Just for a moment, notice how the breath finds a new natural rhythm as you sit down and you've stopped moving. Notice your body organizing that for you. And just stop, just relax. Meditation, in a way, is relaxing as deeply as possible without falling asleep. So let go. Just give yourself letting go. So it's about almost falling asleep and then managing to stay awake. Leaving everything to be. Relax your eyes consciously, the space behind your eyes. You can always do that any time of the day. And relax your jaw and the root of the tongue. Notice the effect of that. Relax the heart. Ungrip the mind and relax the belly and the waist. And notice the effect of that. And allow gravity to have you. Fully trust the earth underneath you, supporting you. Being there. Become from the earth. So allow yourself to be held and supported by the earth. Effortlessly. Imagine yourself being a big rock, settling deeply, just being in your own space, in your own physical space. And imagine that you are in this ancient forest. And it's green and so much life everywhere. So much energy. And just rest as that rock in that forest. Nothing to hold. Effortlessly resting within yourself. And leave everything just to be. Allowing everything to settle. Aware of what's happening in the body and what you feel, but don't get involved with it. Just leave it to settle by itself. Whatever happens physically, whatever's going on emotionally. Just like a pool of water, when left alone, becomes undisturbed and clear. Same with you. When you are disturbed, all you need to do is to leave yourself alone so everything can settle and become undisturbed. Fully clear. Bright. And when we become more and more undisturbed, we gain access to that light behind everything. When we leave things to be, and we leave emotions to be, and physical sensations to be, it doesn't mean they all have to be gone. It just means you let them be themselves, and you leave them. You allow them, you accept them, you just don't try and change it or get rid of it. This is how you settle. You settle despite everything that's going on. It doesn't need to change, doesn't need to be fixed. It just needs to be left alone. You are already perfect. with everything that's going on. Just leave it be. Tune into that light in the background, that light in your heart. That light that is always there to support and to love. Our feelings, our emotions, our sensations, our thoughts, the mind racing, they're all waves. But those waves come out of a big ocean. Then they're part of the ocean. And the ocean is that light and that presence and that love. And you have a choice. Do you identify with the waves, or can you tune into the ocean? That part of you that is always at rest, that is always there, that is always still and peaceful. And loving. And you are a wave, your body, the thought of you, the thought of I, me, and mine, they're waves. And the ocean is life. The life that lives through all of us. Life that is there when your body is here, and life that is there when your body is not. You are still there as life. As the light that gives life to every wave. And spirituality is about coming out of confusion, waking up to what we truly are. So that more and more we identify with the ocean rather than with the wave. Especially the fact that we stop thinking we are a separate wave, all by ourselves, not connected. It's not even possible. You're always connected. When a wave disappears, it just disappears back into the ocean. It's all one thing. Tune into your heart and tune into each other. We are all waves, thinking we're separate, some of us, maybe not, others maybe. Just realize we're all connected. We're all part of that same ocean. We are all made of the same thing. We are all life expressing itself through all those separate beings, all those separate waves, which is beautiful. We're all different that way and the same. Different expressions, same material. And we do not have to be afraid. Life is us, death is us. We're all, Corona is us too. We are all the same. It's all us. We are the earth and the earth is us. It's not just physical people, also the earth is life. It's you. You cannot be separate. It's like being clay, and clay can be shaped into all sorts of different forms and whatever figures you want to make out of it. And those figures start to believe that they're that figure, but really they're clay. Same principle. And this is where we connect, where we are all one. So wish yourself well, and wish all people, all beings, everywhere, well. And may we all come out of confusion. And may this time help us to wake up to our true being, to who we truly are. And may you inquire into your experience every day, asking the question, who is it that is feeling this? Or who is it that is thinking this? Or who am I? And don't try and answer it with the mind, feel it, so that you can connect back to the ocean, to the clay, to life. And come out of that individual experience of I, me, and mine that is just a thought. And I'll leave you with that. So, bring your attention back to your heart. And from your heart, for a moment, feel that one big heart that we all are. All of our hearts feeling each other, wishing each other well. Knowing we're in it together. Nobody is alone, we're all a part of a bigger something. And then share that love with all beings one more time. May all beings everywhere come out of confusion and experience real love, real presence. And may all beings be at peace. And then a deep breath in and out. And then staying connected to your own heart. As you're inhaling, you can open your eyes. Okay, sweet souls. Thank you so much again for joining me. And I'm looking forward to tuning in with you tomorrow again. Have a wonderful evening. And I love reading your comments, so just know that I always read them. I'm just not very good typing, so I don't spend so much time typing. It's not my thing, but I love reading your comments. So thank you so much for that. Namaste.